back to Be Creative Stamping. Today I'm going to share with you the Dragonfly Dreams Stamp Set and the Detailed Dragonfly Thinlits Dies. So I'm just going to share with you a few things about these two products. Be sure to visit my blog because I'm planning on adding additional videos using both of these products, and it'll be some simple, easy cards that you can put together, and you'll probably also see a lot of tips and tricks. And anyway, I hope you'll join me and head on over to my blog to do that. This is the Dragonfly Dreams Stamp Set. It does include several greetings, and you could actually, if you count them, you could have up to 4 greetings. So this one is to a wonderful friend, enjoy your special day. That could be 1 or 2 greetings. Here's another greeting, you sure know how to make someone happy. And then thanks for the smile and everything else. These are the images, and this is what they look like when they're stamped. I decided that I would go ahead and stamp these for you so that you could take a look at these. These greetings are all in the same font, and I actually love this font. I'm dying to know what the title is for that one. I am going to show you how I stamp these because you do need to be aware of these items. So I'm just going to use some very vanilla cardstock, and we're going to start with stamping the dragonfly wings. You could start with the body as well. Now, one thing I want you to note is this is a watercolor image. So these are not solid images. So when you go to stamp it, don't expect to see solid images and, you know, something be wrong with your stamping. I'm just going to use Calypso Coral, and I am going to ink this up with the wings. All right, and you'll probably even notice in here where there's a little bit of a softer image there, okay? And so I'm just going to stamp and press firmly. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to add the body. And I'll do that in Dapper Denim. And I'm going to position my body about just like this stamped image. And this is what I used to do mine. So I guess the bigger part of the body, this piece right here, this is where the top of the wings are. Now you'll also notice on this stamped image, again, it kind of has a watercolor wash look. Okay, so just want you to be aware of those 2 items. And then I also want to stamp the bee for you. This little guy is stamped in some Memento black ink. I could also use the basic black ink that's in our regular catalog. The first thing you'll want to do is press firmly and just stamp your little bee. He really is adorable. He actually looks like he's got some fuzz on him. So, okay, I'm going to use Delightful Dijon, and here is the image of the bee. And again, it's going to be that watercolor wash look. So when you go to stamp, you're not going to get a solid image. And you can just stamp right over that. This stamp set is only available in photopolymer, and you can certainly see why now. And that's so that we can see through the block to do our stamping. And this little guy right here, this is just a regular, this is just one stamp right here. And you'll see that his wings kind of have that, that little stained glass look. And one more image, this one right here. Once you stamp it on a card, I'm going to zoom back out here. You can see that it just adds a little bit of detail, and that's going to be perfect to go with our dragonfly and the bee. Okay, now here you're going to see the Detailed Dragonfly Thinlits Dies, and they coordinate beautifully with the Dragonfly Dreams Stamp Set. Now, two things I like to do when I have a stamp set that coordinates with Thinlits or Framelits. I like to label it. So I have a label machine, and I put here at the bottom, coordinates with the Detailed Dragonfly Thinlits Dies. So for future reference, whenever I'm working with a stamp set, I can look at the label. I'll know that it does have coordinating dies, and then I can go to my coordinating dies and find this particular one. So I like to also label this as well. And in parentheses, I have put the number 5. And that's because there are 5 Thinlits dies in this set. Okay, so I want you to, that's just a little tip for you to use when organizing your supplies. Now, I also like to cut them all out and adhere them to the back of the magnet card. And I do that so if I am missing a framelit, I can turn this over and I can figure out which one I'm missing and the one that I need to put back on the magnet card. And it also shows you the size of them and what they look like. So here you're going to notice the dragonfly die here. And then this is the solid image. This is a larger dragonfly. So you're going to get 2 dragonfly sizes with your dies. This is our little bee. And then look at all these little dragonflies that are connected and come together. Now these are die cut in Delightful Dijon cardstock. I want to show you what they look like in other colors. So I decided to play around with some of the foil sheets. And this is the silver foil. So here you can see what the dragonfly and the bee look like. And again, I've got it in the gold foil, and this is the larger dragonfly. So now you can see the difference again. The smaller one, this is the larger one, and of course the bee is the same size. And I just had to cut it out in copper as well. So this is the copper foil, and I will just put it here between the gold and the silver. Okay. All right. Now let me show you what it looks like. Here are all the little dragonflies, and they are cut out in gold foil. Now take a look at this one. These little dragonflies are cut out using our Sale-A-Bration Glimmer paper. And this color right here is mint macaron. So this is what they look like in Glimmer paper. The Glimmer paper is only available until March 31st, 2017. So with the $50 purchase in my online store, you can select this as your free gift. And there's some awesome colors in that pack. Now, these are the dragonflies again, and this time they're die cut in the Delightful Dijon. So I have one other thing that I want to show you. You can actually cut out your little dragonfly with your paper snips. I'm just going to snip it right there. And now you have a small dragonfly. Okay, so you can cut these apart if you would like, and that'll give you another option. And I have one more item to show you, and that is, we're going to go back to this dragonfly that I had stamped. And here is the Dragonfly Thinlit die. That's the outline of the dragonfly. And so here you can put your framelit right on top of this little guy and cut him out. And I want to show you the layers on your big shot, okay? Just so that you know, it will work best with the magnetic platform. And you'll put a cutting pad down, and then you will lay this on top, just like that. And then you will add another cutting pad on top. You'll roll this through the Big Shot, and then out will come your beautiful little butterfly. And one additional tip that you'll want to know, when you're cutting out the intricate dragonflies and the bee, you'll want to use your magnetic platform, your precision-based plate, and then you will add your dragonfly and your cardstock. Excuse me while I grab a piece of cardstock. And then you'll lay that on there. And then you're going to use one cutting pad on top. Roll this through. And then out will come your butterfly. All right, once your butterfly comes out of the Big Shot, okay, you'll want to check the back, make sure all the holes are cut through. And then you'll want to take your Big Shot die brush and pad, and you're going to want to lay your butterfly right here on top. And you are going to roll so that you can release all of this paper. And so most of the paper's been released. Now you can take your brush, roll softly, and then all the little pieces will come out. Here are some additional ideas to use with your dragonflies. You can take the image that we just cut out in this video, and then you can take this Thinlit right here. You'll run it through the Big Shot. When it comes out, it's going to look like this, and you can actually layer this. So these two dragonflies could certainly be layered. You can also take this stamped image right here, and I'll get this one out. There it is. And again, you can layer it with this dragonfly. So that's another option for you. Here they are. You can see them together. Let me move them down just a little bit. And a third option is to stamp your butterfly just like this. Put this Thinlit on top and roll it through. And then your butterfly looks like this. Okay, so you'll be able to see through the wings. And you can also take this Dapper Denim Dragonfly and put it right on top, and then you'll have an additional look for your butterflies. So certainly just limitless ways that you can use these dragonflies together. Please let me know if you have any questions. Head over to my blog for tips and tricks, and I will be featuring the Dragonfly Dreams Stamp Set for the next couple of days. Thanks so much for buzzing by.